Hello and welcome.
Hey, X amount of words. Long time no talk. How are you? So, I was just chewing a piece of gum and just bit the whole inside of my gum right when that thing was playing.
Ouch.
Oh
That
my God,
sounds,
worst pain. It makes me want to punch my laptop.
ouch.
And it's already an aggravating day. Just
Yeah,
bit
today
the
has been
entire
kind
cheek
of,
out.
it's been kind of a weird Monday. A lot of things going on with a lot of people today. I don't know, was it something in the atmosphere? Hey, Sandy.
Yes. Hey, Sandy. Yeah, obviously, it's never ending, the vicious cycle of
I
YouTube.
know.
Well, I should say of this community.
Yeah,
It's probably in every community, but we just see it in this community.
right. I don't know. I mean, I'm involved in the paranormal community too. I don't know what happens, of course, behind the scenes with some of those creators, but I can honestly say I don't see the viciousness even in some of the chats and stuff as you see in this community.
Yeah, and when I did the parasocial research,
Hey, hey, KK Bootsy, welcome.
hey, and assorted cute cats, that's true.
Yes, thank you.
When I
Mine's
did,
sitting over here snoring, so I hope he's not going to be distracting. Sorry, Christine, go ahead.
mine's eating because she's all overweight, so she might as well continue to eat. Um, uh, I know, Sandy, it is crazy.
Yeah,
When I did my parasocial relationship research, I searched and scoured YouTube to find another drama community. Hey 71.
hey,
And
71.
I could only find that one with the lady that I would show videos of. I
Yes.
can't remember her name now for the
I know
life
who
of
you're
me, but
talking about.
she had every characteristic of Natasha. It was like a clone. Um, and that community was extremely similar to ours, but I could not find another one. And I did in depth research. So I don't know. I don't know how to sum that up. If it's just one or two instances where we have this, or if it's across the board, what happens on YouTube. I can't imagine these large YouTube creators getting into this viciousness because you would think with the subscriber count that they have, like 500,000 and up in those
Oh, yeah.
ranges, when you act this way, you would actually get press on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
There would
true.
actually be coverage of that where
Oh,
um,
yeah.
a YouTuber is crossing the line ethically, morally, and legally. Um, so I think in smaller communities, it's probably more. It occurs more than it would in these bigger YouTube
Really,
creators.
71? 71 said there's other communities like this. The mental health one is worse.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
really? I didn't even think to check the mental health community when I was doing research. I probably
Uh-uh.
should have. Yeah. It's a shame because I couldn't imagine being in a mental health community and having to deal with this. It,
Yeah, that
that
would
has to be
be,
very hard on people that deal with mental health issues. I mean, we all do to an extent, right? But
right.
if you're in a mental health community, you would think that you have not severe, but you have
Yeah.
clinical mental health issues. So I couldn't imagine adding this as a layer in your life and it being healthy.
Yeah, exactly. And
So
the doxing is, it's just ridiculous. It's scary.
it's absolutely scary and it shouldn't be tolerated. And there shouldn't be a caveat for it either. Like this morning, I'm cleaning and putting up Christmas decorations, so I'm like looking for something to put in the background to hear, to listen to. And there's been a few creators that get on and say, well, what's happening to Jess is wrong, but it's okay when it's done with people that are on her side. And there should never be a caveat. Like that shouldn't even be said. There shouldn't be a
Right.
but. It should be this is wrong, bottom line, point blank, period. There should be no but, you know. And I don't care who the person is or what the person has done. We shouldn't be doxing each other. For
No.
what? And I can honestly say, and I know you haven't either, there hasn't been one time where I've had enough interest.
No.
I don't even know what the word to use is beyond interest to go and even look somebody up on Facebook and pry
Uh-uh.
into their life.
No, that's not no. I've never even thought of doing that. That's just not me. And it's not you either.
Right. I just I don't know what I mean, we're everybody's curious, right? We're by human nature, we like to see what happens behind the scenes. Or
Of
that's why
course.
reality TV shows happen. That's why people like watch the Kardashians.
Sure.
Everybody wants to see how everybody else lives, what their life is like. That's normal, but to the extent where we're digging shit up and putting it on display, and then even digging shit up and not putting it on display. Why?
Right.
I just don't. Maybe I'm different. Maybe you and I just aren't normal. I don't know.
I agree with you. Did you see 71's comments?
Let me read it. Which one? Oh, there's a lot of comments.
Yeah, yeah.
The one I know of is the Witch Channel, Squirrel Channel, three other ones all feuding and get along. They all, yeah. The difference is the one girl has pizzas delivered to her house by a feuding one, and then she has to pay for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I that's true. It's just the caveat that gets me. Like, this is wrong, but it's okay when it happened to us. It should never be okay when it happens to anybody.
I agree.
And there's people on here that I don't talk to. I don't even want to say that I don't like because I don't know enough about them to say I don't like.
Thank you. I feel that same way.
Um, but like, let's say Lindsay Hensley, for example, I felt freaking horrible and thought it was immensely wrong to bring her ex on here, you know?
Right.
So it shouldn't be about what side we're on or who we support or who we agree with. It should never happen and we shouldn't deal with it. We shouldn't. I think people that do it should just be shunned.
And at the end of the day, I mean, come on, this is YouTube,
I
you
know.
know?
It
You
is
should
dangerous. It's
mm-hmm.
dangerous as fuck.
Oh
And
yeah.
another thing I kept hearing was just playing the victim. Oh, she's playing the victim. She's gonna get super chats of how do super chats help her be safe? Well, it's not that she's playing the victim. She is the victim. So if you
Mm-hmm.
don't want her to play the victim, then don't victimize. Right?
Yep.
How can
I
you say
agree.
that somebody is playing being frightened by being doxxed? If you're getting
Right.
text messages that tell you that, oh, we got you now, whether they have credence or not, whether you have cameras or not, whether you really are safe or not, there are some crazy ass people out there in this world.
Mm-hmm. There is. It's scary.
And do I think someone's going to kick her door in and bust through her window? No, I don't, because you'd be dumb to be that loud. But there are
Right.
crazy people that move in silence.
Yep.
And it's not unheard of to have all of your addresses and all of your family's addresses um, put out there, and then in response be genuinely frightened to go to the store or worry about somebody out there knowing this
Mm-hmm.
shit. I'd be scared shitless.
Right. And the fact that there's kids involved makes it even scarier.
Exactly. It shouldn't happen to anybody.
No. No.
And I don't understand what justice it does, what points it proves to dox people.
And
How does
take
that
the
help?
chance that somebody can get hurt. It's
Right. How
folks,
does
it's
that
YouTube. It's not worth it.
how does it help you win an argument or make a point about who's right, who's wrong, who did what, and who didn't if you're by doing that?
Right. Is anybody else having kind of a crazy Monday? Because it just seems like it's crazy everywhere on the YouTube streets and in the real world.
I know now I haven't left my house because it's raining in LA and it's cloudy and I am living for it. I love it. I got sweats on. I feel like it's
You,
winter.
you don't get that very often out there.
No, so I'm having an okay Monday. over
Good.
here on this side, putting
That's
up the
good.
trees a little early because I'm in the Christmas mood. But
Oh, hey, that guy.
you're doing
Leaving
clandestine shit at 2:30 in the afternoon, that guy. Hi and bye.
again? Hello,
Um,
goodbye.
I would love to just follow that guy around one day
That'd be fun.
and see what his clandestine shit is.
That would be fun. What is everybody else up to today? Well,
X amount of
yeah,
work. Hi, X amount. I was on earlier, but took a nap. Yeah, I know.
this
I
time change is killing me.
Oh, I know. I was like yesterday. It was 5:30, and you called me and you said, "Do you want to go live later?" I'm like, "What do you mean later? It's like 8:30." And I looked at my phone and it was 5:30 and it was pitch
Yeah,
black out. I absolutely hate that because I get depressed in the winter because you go to
feels like
work,
it's midnight and it's 6:30 at night. Yeah.
right? You go to work and it's daylight or nighttime. You come home and it's nighttime. There's like no, it's very depressing. I hate it. Absolutely despise daylight savings
71,
time.
you're having a crappy Monday too, and your internet hates you. It's something to
Oh,
do with today. The full moon, I think, is it tomorrow? Did somebody tell me? If I'm wrong, please tell me.
I don't know.
Maybe it's the full moon eve. I don't know. I'm just making that up, but yeah, that sounds like a good thing to blame.
Well, I hope your day gets better, 71.
Yeah. Tell that internet. Darn it, stop that.
Put on
Because that'll
PJs,
work.
make a
Yeah.
hot cup of tea, and cozy up on the couch. Hey, Dippity Doo.
Hi, Dippity do. Or some
So,
hot chocolate.
mm,
Yeah.
I could go for hot chocolate with marshmallows. But then, not to change the subject.
No, it's fine.
And then, like, I was up late last night watching all this, and we would have never known any of this went on, but we went live late, like
Yeah,
what, 2 a.m.?
late. It was late. Yeah.
And we weren't even on for 2 seconds. And someone came in and said to go over to Jess's, or we wouldn't even know.
We had no idea what was going on.
So, of course,
Sandy, are you cooking something good? I'm hungry. What are you having?
okay, you too, that guy.
Buy that guy.
Spaghetti. She's having spaghetti.
Oh,
I'm
we had
feeling
that.
it. I'm feeling it in my bones that that's what she's making. I'm having a
All
psychic
right.
premonition.
There you go.
But I was up late, falling down the damn rabbit hole, right? And I mean, I might get myself in trouble for saying this, but everybody
Uh,
said that NC wanted to help her. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what is happening? Here we go with opposite day again.
Look at
And
Sandy said yes. You nailed it.
I see, I'm psychic. I told you guys. I need to think of a freaking lottery number. Hit the billionaire Powerball. Did that thing go off, by the way? The
I
billion
don't know.
dollar
I
power?
I didn't hear, so I'm not entirely sure. I didn't buy a ticket. I won't win anyway.
Yeah, I know, 71. So then I'm seeing like go to NC's and all NC's people coming in and telling her to go over there. And I'm not trying to start shit when I say this. I'm really not. But this is just logic speaking. Automatically, I didn't think it was genuine. Because you and I were there when
Hmm.
NC put her house up above the
Yep.
garage.
Yep.
And I think picked where kids might be staying. It was all a big joke, and but showed her house,
Yeah.
over the garage.
It was awful.
Right. So why was it okay to do that? And now all of a sudden everybody's concerned and think this is wrong and wants to help over there. And I'm not
Right.
being a bitch by saying this. I'm genuinely curious. When did that change?
Your guess is as good as mine.
And then there were a couple people in there saying, "Why would you go over there? Don't go over there." And then a couple people snapped at them. Well, you can't get mad at people for feeling that uh, sentiment was not genuine, because I'm sure they saw the times when that community over there was ripping her apart to
Right.
the point where they're zooming in on her freaking belt,
Oh, I
her
remember that.
waist, and
Yeah.
her boobs, and talking about her daughter, and like when you and I were there when they did the garage, her house, her apartment, whatever.
Yes.
Where was that then? And
Right.
now they care. And would they care if Natasha told them not to?
Jen and Jersey, you're 100% right. Yep.
That's exactly right, Jen. So I can't find it genuine. I just don't understand. And I don't want to be like, I'm not the type of person that doesn't forgive people. Like, if people feel bad and have empathy for the situation, as people should, that's great.
Yeah.
But what is that community going to do to help her? The only thing that she can do is help herself by going through the authorities and
Yeah.
making sure her house is secure. You know,
Yes.
um, that community was vicious to her, and now all of a sudden everybody cares.
That
I'm putting
seems,
my arms up like X amount of words, this little emoji. Like, I don't get it.
yes.
You
But
know.
there's a lot of things on YouTube that I don't get. Like we were saying, everything's like opposite of what it was when we were gone. And yeah,
But don't
the
get
YouTube,
mad. Don't get mad though if there's people out there saying, "Oh, she was the only channel that stood up for her." And then people were questioning it. Well, they're questioning it because they've witnessed everything that's gone down, including the
hmm
putting her house up. That
yep,
put her that was the same thing. They did the same thing that just happened last night.
yep.
I don't know.
I don't either. It's awful.
I mean, and you know, if it's a way to say I'm sorry, okay, I'm all for grace, but it has nothing to do with grace.
Nope.
You know, you can forgive, but you don't have to align.
I agree.
And that's what causes the confusion, I think, in the community with the subscribers. Because I'm confused. You and I are
Yeah.
confused.
Oh God, yeah.
All these alliances are constantly shifting. They're endlessly shifting. It's so hard to even keep up with, let
It
alone
is.
understand why they're even being made. If somebody rips somebody else apart, dives into their personal life, laughs at them and mocks them and doxes them, why would you ever want help from them in the future?
I wouldn't. I don't think most people would. So yeah.
But that's what I mean. I'm not saying just does. I'm
No,
saying,
I know.
why would people that's offering the help now think that that would be taken? I don't know. They do change quickly, X amount.
Very, very quickly.
And that's what causes so much confusion, I think. And
It
I
does.
think I think it's another reason why this stuff keeps happening. Because months ago, you can do something, it's forgotten, and then everything's hunky dory when you say, "Oh, I'm sorry." You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep.
It
I
seems you can
agree.
do anything you want, be as vile and vicious as you want. And if enough time passes by, or if something else happens similar to what you did, but done by somebody else, and you then try to take that side and say, "Oh, I feel for you, let me help you," everything they did in the past is forgotten.
Jen in Jersey said it all depends on who is being hated by whom at the moment. That's true. Hey,
Right.
Liz and Drew.
It's exactly right. The people that you hated last week, you like this week. And then you dislike everybody that doesn't like them this week, but you liked them last week
Mm-hmm.
when they didn't like them with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
nuts.
It reminds me of being back in junior high.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. Like, I'm going to be friends with you this week. Oh, well, I don't like you this week. So, all of us are over here. We don't like you this week. That's just what it reminds me of.
And it's
Childish.
and me too, 71. I'm the same way.
Yes. Yes, me too.
And then you wonder, like, is this what people relate to? Because we learned that in parasocial relationships. People feel
Yes.
they follow a creator, they become overly invested, and that creator knows how to make themselves relatable, right? The most successful
Yep.
ones know how to make themselves relatable. And you have to feel related, you have to feel related to it, or you wouldn't get drawn in. You wouldn't
Right.
want to follow that person if you couldn't relate to them, right?
Right.
So, is this what people relate to?
Well, no, because look at some of the comments here. Liz and Drew said they can't keep up. It's just a game of pass the potato. 71
Right.
says it's never hunky dory again. Once someone knifes you, it's war to me. Yep. X amount of words says, as a viewer, I refuse to jump on board when a creator is fickle. And Sandy says she's on her side. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Yes. And then the other thing is people come on and they say, this person is doing this, and this is why in return I'm doing this. And then nobody needs to see proof.
Right.
We just
Yeah.
take it for value. Words coming out of some, like, when it's this serious and serious things like this happen, I think there should be proof.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. You can't just sit there and say whatever you want to about people and have no proof of it. That is ridiculous.
Yeah. And then the cycle just continues and continues because
It
we're letting
does.
it. We let it happen.
Liz and Drew said if someone did those things to me in real life, there's no way I would want help from that person ever again. It's all just theater. Yeah, agree.
100, 150%.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I don't know, but I'm assuming that's why Jess didn't go over there. But you know, um, and like I'm saying, we're not saying this stuff to start trouble with
God,
Natasha in
no.
any way. But this is the example we can use because it's happening in real time.
Yeah,
If there was such a large problem 2 3 months or whenever that was, and you did the same thing by showing where she lived in the garage and, oh, maybe your kids sleep in this bedroom. I don't remember it all. I remember it happening. I don't remember the
yeah,
innuendos all through there, but it happened. Why then would anybody take their offer of help seriously?
right. I sure wouldn't. That's no. Mm-mm.
And then you can't have subscribers mad at the subscribers that are questioning if that's genuine or not.
Right.
You can't.
Nope.
And I saw a lot of that. Like, don't, Nancy was the only one, and don't talk, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, their feelings are valid because they've witnessed this.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Agree 100%.
I mean, I don't know. I don't even
I
understand why
just,
it needs to be alignment.
I don't either. And I just hope that Jess is doing okay. That's a lot to take.
It is. And
Hey,
how do you,
Foxy in the boxy.
hey, Foxy, and about, how are you, honey? You can't play victim if you're not being victimized.
No.
And I used to say this about Natasha. Like when people kept bringing her up, and having the prices right. And Voice is going to get mad at me again for saying it, but it's the best example I can use right now. There's been a plethora of lives about Natasha, but every time it happens, you're giving her a way to be a victim,
Yeah.
and and you're giving her community a reason to be angry at everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And you're giving her community a reason to stick with her even stronger, and make that bond even stronger. And I
Yep.
said it all the time before, so did you. We said this 100 times.
Yo, yeah.
If you don't want somebody to play a victim, then don't victimize.
Yep.
Don't get mad if their community then swoops in and sends them a bunch of super chats. That is the way a community shows support in this on YouTube. And quite
Mhm.
honestly, who cares how much money someone makes in memberships and super chats? I don't care who it is, if I like them or not. I don't care what they make in memberships and super chats.
Agree.
YouTube created those as facilitates that as a way for creators to make money.
Liz and Drew said some people may need help with taxes. They need pay for YouTube earnings or Christmas help. So why not ramp up the drama? Right.
Yeah.
Yep. It's all just disturbing to me. It really is. And I will probably get crap for it, but I do feel for Jess. I
I
like
do
Jess.
too. I like her too. And, it was said that there were no other channels that stood up for her. I mean, this is us saying this is wrong, what's happening to her.
And granted, we're not a
And,
very big channel, but we like her and what we don't think this is right.
but it's not right when it happens to anybody.
No, gosh, no. I don't care if you have a million subscribers or 10. That shouldn't be happening to anyone. No,
I mean, we don't have any love lost with Natasha and Leanne and I, and we wouldn't hope that for her.
no, certainly not.
And you can't use a caveat.
Nope.
You can't. You can't say, I feel bad and this was wrong, but she did this, she said that. It's wrong on any level.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And the money thing, I mean, I think people get so wrapped up and even jealous. I'm going to say it, jealous. If somebody out there, if a creator's making good money, has a strong community.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying everybody should be running a fundraiser every day. That is not what I'm saying. But they
No.
certainly have a right to get support
Yep.
in memberships and super chats. That's what YouTube built those buttons for.
I was just gonna say that. You literally took the words right out of my mouth. Yep.
And I mean, the rumor was Jess was getting 7K, I think, if I'm not mistaken. That's the rumor. And she said, there's no way. I mean, $1.99 memberships, you're not making 7K a month in memberships.
Uh-uh.
Let's be realistic. But I
Right.
think that's what maybe brewed all of this yesterday, is that rumor. And it
Well,
just,
and people
snowballed.
people can go look up what YouTube creators make,
Right.
so before that was ever just thrown out there, why wasn't there some research done to back that figure up, you know, instead of
Before
just
anybody ran
assuming
with it.
this
Right.
and it blew completely out of proportion and just spiraled as it went, oh,
Right.
let's just assume that because somebody said that instead of finding the actual facts.
Well, that's what needs to
I
happen
know.
more often.
That happens a lot that people just say whatever and don't bother to get the facts behind whatever they're saying, and it causes a huge problem.
And they just follow the leader.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
There
we
are a
did
lot of
it.
them. Oh,
We
we
did
did
it. We're
it.
guilty of following the leader big
Yes, we
time.
are. Yes, we are.
There wasn't very many times. I don't think there was one time when a certain person would come on live, say this was happening to her by another creator, and I went and listened to that other creator to get the other side. I don't think I ever
Right.
did do
No,
that
we were just
now.
listening to what we were told. Now we research all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Yep, that's
I don't know.
true.
What do you guys think in the chat? You think we're wrong?
And if you think we're wrong, please don't hesitate to say that. We like everyone's opinions. We're not trying to piss anybody off. We're just saying how we're feeling about this.
I just don't. It just causes this endless cycle.
It
So,
just gets old, the stupid drama like this. And I say stupid drama because it was unnecessary. Maybe that's a better word, unnecessary
mhm,
drama. Do
right.
your research. And if you're still ticked off, then fine, whatever. But get your facts straight before you start a huge problem.
Or reach out to another person and say, hey,
Hmm.
I've heard this happened. Can you tell me
Right.
what's going on? Hey,
Hey,
Irvin.
Irvin. Yeah, exactly. I agree. And we're not looking to start trouble with anybody. We're just, we like Jess
Just
and we feel for
analyzing
her
it.
and yeah. Thank you, Sandy.
Honestly, just analyzing it.
Yeah.
Hi, Diana.
Hi, Diana.
I don't know.
It's been a crazy 24 hours or so on the tubes, huh?
Yeah, and it's sad because there were channels I loved go to
Yeah.
and certain shows that I would attend constantly
Yeah.
and listen to. And now what do I do? Like and I'm in subscriber mode, not creator mode. In subscriber mode. Now I feel like I can't even listen to people
Yeah, I know. I feel the same way as a subscriber, not a creator. Yep.
because this shouldn't go on. And I think that's what should happen. And I think that's the only way it would stop is when people cross that ethical and that line, then maybe people shouldn't listen to them anymore.
And the sad part of that is that it's not going to stop, and that's a problem. I don't know. I wonder how often this happens in other communities. I know you were talking about your parasocial stuff. I really honestly wonder how often this happens. I'm sure all communities have their problems, but honestly, this is crazy in this community.
It is. And I agree with you, Foxy,
Yep,
100%.
I do too. We
And
like her.
when we came back, everybody knows we've been gone. There's people that don't even know we're back because we've only been back for what 3 days. Um, people, we came on not knowing that things have changed, and the alliances that were made in those 2 months we were gone, we didn't know occurred,
No,
e- except for maybe a few, right? So we got on and said, yeah, we like chess. Do you know we got told "fuck you" because
we
we
did.
support chess?
Our very first day back, we were told, fuck you. Yep.
Diana, you hit the nail on the head, and that we took a break. When we left, we didn't even log on.
We stayed completely the hell out of everything because we needed away from the drama.
Right, because we came from it, and we talked about that one in our parasocial series, where we came from a place where we were ignoring our home life and ignoring our spouses.
Yes.
Everything came second to going on panel or being part of the YouTube world, right? Everything started to become second. And when we left that community, we realized how crazy that was. So we started we took a break, started a channel, and then things started getting hot and heavy. And we were starting to
You
argue. We were
yeah,
starting
and
to
you
have people
you had a
wanting to leave.
stalker.
Yeah, and we had people that we really valued as subscribers that wanting to leave because we had this or that. I don't know. But it all started to become um, something that was pulling us back into that place where we were starting to ignore our real lives again.
Yep, and we were not having that again. That was terrible the first time after we got
But
out of that and saw
but
that. Yeah.
thank God we realized when it was happening so we could step away
Yes.
and regroup.
Yes, I agree.
And we probably wouldn't have if we didn't do the research we did on parasocial relationships. Because
Right?
now we know what to look for within ourselves as far as red flags is, hey, you are getting way too deep in the matrix here.
Right.
And YouTube life and arguing with and doing junior high and high school arguments about who likes who and who's got a wrench and who doesn't have a wrench and who
Oh
wants to
God,
leave the
yeah.
channel and whose panel was this person on, and all of that. When that all becomes the most important thing in your life, it's time to step back and log off.
Yep. I agree. I
Me too,
agree.
Jen.
Yes,
I agree with that, Diana.
me too.
Right, Foxy. I know that 100%. And that's why when I don't know if you were here when we first came on, but we said there's people saying that she's playing victim. I don't know how you discredit her feelings because I would be scared if this happened to me. And friends are not friends, enemy or not enemy, or stranger or not stranger. It's not right for anybody to have to feel that, especially when you have
No,
children.
not at all. Jen in Jersey, thank you. She said she's glad that we took a break when we needed to. And that's, it's too bad others people don't do that too. When they find themselves getting too involved in some of this stuff or some of this drama is really affecting them, step away, you know?
Yes.
It's at the end of the day, it's just YouTube. Don't be so serious about it. That's what irks me about, going real life on people. Come on.
Right. You take something that's quote unquote just YouTube
Yes.
and you turn it in, when you get this deep and things affect you and make you so angry and so upset and so whatever, you turn something that's supposed to be quote unquote just YouTube into something that's unsafe.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. Sandy said she doesn't like having a wrench. She's just a sub.
I don't blame you, Sandy.
Yeah, I agree. And you're not just a sub. We are very thankful to have you here. We like you very much.
But
But I know what you mean.
100%.
Yep.
And then I heard talk
They're
last night that they're predicting that some Jess is going to go with NC and they're going to team up. No, they're not. Or Jess would have went last night.
Diana said at the end of the day, you're fighting with people on the internet who could give two shits about anyone and not being thankful who are present in your real life. Yep, you nailed it. And
Yes.
Caroline CC says some on YouTube just enjoy being vile. I think you're right. And welcome, Caroline.
Yeah, welcome. Because it's easy to be vile because you could be
Mm-hmm.
anybody you want to be.
Mm-hmm. Hiding behind a computer screen or whatever
You
you're
can
using.
create an
Yeah.
alt. You can create an alt here
Uh-huh.
and say and do whatever you want to do.
Yep. Yep.
And it's sad.
Yes, Diana, it is easy to be a keyboard warrior. Yes. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately. There's a lot of those out there though.
There really are. I mean, and not just here. It's it's a common thing among the internet
Any
life
yeah,
and on
I was
any
gonna say.
platform. Um,
Yep. I'm quite
I mean, and
sure it
sometimes there's, in a way, sometimes there's nothing wrong with that. If you have a shitty life and you want to be someone else, and make an alt and be someone else, as long as you're not fucking hurting anybody, who cares, right? But
right.
when you're making an alt to go in and troll somebody and torture people, I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm. Did you see what 71 said? It's about time these troublemakers just go off the internet because if they did half the shit they do on here, they'd get their asses kicked. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Hell yeah. In your real world, I mean, I have
Oh,
factions of friends, right?
right.
And
Right.
they're not doxing each other.
No. No.
I have a group of friends that doesn't like my other group of friends. They don't
Uh-huh.
dox each other. They don't try to hurt each other.
No,
They,
same.
they don't get
They
mad
don't
at me if I talk to that
I was
side.
just gonna say they don't give me a bunch of shit because I'm over with my other friends that they don't like, they're not saying anything about it to me. They don't care. Yep.
And I said this a long time ago. If people acted like they do with their real name in real life on the internet, none of this shit would happen. Because most people don't use their real name, right? So act as you would under your real name. Would you act like this?
Right.
I don't know. It's draining.
It is
And
draining.
um
We came back to all hell breaking loose, it seems like.
And people are just so angry right now.
Yes, I shouldn't say I've never seen, but on YouTube, the anger is just awful.
And that's
Awful.
and some of it is I mean, it's not unfounded anger
No, oh no, not at all.
because there's been a lot of shitty things been done. A lot of shitty things
Look at what
to
Diana
each.
said.
Ha! Ain't that the truth, Diana? 71. And they run into real badasses that they think and then are like, why are you treating me like this after they attack you? And then it's just like, F you, you out. Right.
Right. Oh, Caroline wants to know how Millie's doing. You'll have
Oh
to
my
show
God.
Millie.
Caroline, she is the size of Arkansas.
That's a good question, Sandy. Did COVID do this to people? And she said, by the way, Sandy is my real name. Well, my real name is Leanne. It's not really Honey Badger like up there, but I am the Honey Badger because I have
And,
a personality like that. So
and,
I know
and
what you
mine's
mean.
and mine's Christiane. And there's nothing wrong with not using your real name. My point was, even if you're not using your real name, act as if you are.
Right.
Like 71. I'm sure the way she is here is the way she is in real life.
She just said that even.
Right. So,
Christiane and I can say this for honest truth because I met Christiane in person. We have actually met and we just are who we are. What you see and hear on us, on hear from us, I mean, excuse me, I can't speak today. We are just like we are here in person. Wouldn't you say that's a fair thing to say, Christiane? We are
uh,
not any different.
our personalities 100%. Are there things
Hmm.
about our lives that we don't want public? Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
And that is goes for
Absolutely.
anybody. And there's things that people don't want to be doxxed for.
Right. And shouldn't
Sandy,
have to worry about being doxxed for either.
exactly. And Sandy, yes, I think COVID did play a part in the amount of people that flocked to the internet for socializing and a way to escape and a way to pass time.
71, you're killing me. I'm dead.
Let me get Millie for Caroline. Hold on,
Yes, do.
Caroline. Keep
71, I
talking.
love it.
Keep
Sign
talking
me
because
up.
she went to the bed. I have to get her.
Oh, she's gonna go and get Millie because Millie just ate and now she's full. So she's gonna go get her so you can see her before she takes a nap. Christiane put a Christmas dress. Well, first of all, I got to see Millie with a bat hat on for it was made for cats, and I just died laughing because she looks so darn cute. And then she had a Halloween dress on. And then I didn't see her Christmas dress yet, but Christiane had a Christmas dress on her too. So I can't wait to see that. Jen in Jersey, I agree with you. There are so many adults that act like immature. Yeah, it's like being in junior high again. I really feel that way. Hi, Molly Lollipops. We definitely do have things that, we don't want everyone online to know. And that's right. People should not have to worry about being doxxed or, things like that. Yeah, you should be able to come on here and as a creator, well, even as a subscriber, because I mean, I'm a subscriber too to lots of different things and not have to deal with the level of stress and drama and anger. Millie, look at her.
Ask her if she went to
She,
EAT.
Millie, Millie, look at me. Millie, do you want to eat? Oh, Millie, do you want to eat? She's not impressed to be in front of the camera.
She's
Millie, do you want to eat?
she's an angry kitty.
She is. She's got grumpy cat face, but she's so cute. I
Ugh.
was telling him about her dresses and her bat hat that she had on,
Yeah. She's
and
so
she looked
big,
so
Caroline.
cute.
She is Molly, guys. She is.
She is a queen. She needs a crown.
I lost my Lucy cat. That's why I got her. And Lucy was a Persian too. Thanks, Jen. And Lucy was full grown And this is a kitten, and she's already double the size of Lucy.
Yeah, I love the hair coming out of her ears.
I don't know. She's genetically huge. I'm scared to
She's
see how big she gets.
she's a big kitty. I love her though. She's so funny. You
Yes, I
guys
love
should see her play, and she's hilarious.
She's so big that when she lays on her back, because she's so fat, she can't roll back over. Oh, your dog's name is Lucy.
Aw, that's
I,
cute.
I miss my Lucy. I love
Yes.
Millie, but she'll never be
Millie
Lucy.
is a complete different personality and body type. She
Oh,
really
yeah.
is.
If Lucy were a human, she'd be a big bottom girl.
She's hilarious, and
She'd
she is
be
in
Kim
love.
Kardashian.
She is in love with Christy Ann's husband. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
What does she
yes.
do? She kisses him and
Oh,
touches his
God.
face and
Dances for
dances.
him.
Yeah.
Goes, dances in this little circle and puffs all her fur out. I'm like, you little hooker.
She does. It's very, very funny.
Yeah. But
Molly Lollipop said, someone told me before, a man is old when they have hair coming out of their ears.
I
And
don't know
Millie's
what
just
that
a
is.
baby.
It was worse before. She's kind of growing into it now, but it used to stick out and look like she had two ponytails coming out of her side of her head, and it was
It
coming
was
out of her
really,
ears.
it was super cute though. Every time I would see her, I was like, oh my God, that hair cracks me up.
Yeah.
She's too cute. You'll
But give
have to show her with her dress on sometime.
oh, and her bat hat too. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
she is a little hooker, Jen. She tried to steal my husband.
It's very funny.
Poor kitty.
She won't do that for Christiane.
No. Nope. She purrs and the minute she sees him and manipulates him and she looks at me and runs. And I'm the animal lover in the house. So, and animals sense that. So I don't
Except
get it.
he loves her.
Yes, he loves animals too, don't get me wrong, but I'm
No.
a prolific animal. Like I
Yes.
save birds and shit where he wouldn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
He
You're
would go out
right,
of his
Molly
way.
Lollipops. Molly Lollipops said she has a crush. Yes, she does.
Yeah, she's a happy, grumpy kitty.
She is. She's really funny. She cracks me up. You should see when we're like on video call together, and I'm dying laughing watching her run. And then Christiane will be like, "Watch this," and throw the ball down the hall, and just watching her run like a
She
little
sounds like a
horse.
herd elephant coming down. She wakes me up. That's how heavy she is. If she's so fat, I'm afraid to take her to the vet because they're going to tell me that it's horrible. But it's not my fault. She's a mutant genetically. Like I can't help it.
She's a big kitty. She is a very big kitty.
Right. And the breeder told me that she was 2 to 3 times bigger than the other kittens in the litter. And they all had to be bottle fed, and she did not. And she demanded to be bottle fed when they were bottle fed.
She bottle fed her on purpose so that she didn't feel left out.
Yes. And now she's the size of Arkansas. Sorry, I had a text message. And then I have my 3-legged dog. She is big boned, Molly. I said that. Didn't I say that the other day in her dress, Leanne?
Yes, you did.
She looked big boned. And then I have a 3-legged little dog who's so jealous of her. He and my husband were best friends. And as soon as we got the kitten and he would watch my husband show love to the kitten, he started to not go near my husband. And now he won't go. Now he follows me around. And I'm tripping over him all the time. He's under my feet. Leanne knows. Leanne will tell you. She'll call me and I'm like, this damn dog's under my feet.
And he's in the car. He's in the car and he barks at other dogs and he growls and he gets all mad and he acts like he's a big dog. It's hilarious. I laugh all the time.
Yeah, but so now he won't talk to my husband at all because he's mad at him. So it's just my husband and Millie in love with each other. And I get
71 says diet time for Millie.
I know. I don't know what to do, 71. I'm seriously going to have to.
Then she'll really drive you crazy to eat.
Oh, yeah. She will not be denied.
I love Dog. Dog
I
makes me laugh every time I'm talking to Christiane, and if she's taking the kids, like, through the drive-through or something, oh my god, Dog gets so mad.
He eats
He
everybody. He tries
he
to eat.
gets
As soon as he lost his leg, he became a prick and things get
oh,
tough. So I think he's
caused it.
overcompensating. I know he won't talk to my husband at all, Molly.
Well, he doesn't. He makes noises and stuff. He's an escape artist too. He escapes out the fence and he'll try to run away, doesn't he?
I know. I'm at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm running all over Los Angeles looking for his three-legged dog, three-legged Muppet looking rat dog in a blue hoodie, all over Los Angeles, barefoot in my pajamas. And his
He
name is Dog.
knows, and he knows that
He
he's
does
not
know.
supposed to do that.
He does know. Um, I wanted to kill him that night. I was so mad.
I die
And
laughing though in the drive-through when he gets all mad and barks and growls at the drive-through people. It cracks me up every single time.
well, the big thing is I take him with me to when I take Bella to school. So when we come back, the neighbors who all walk their dogs at the same time every morning literally wait for me to hit the one corner on the four-way where they all congregate just to listen to him jump out the window at them barking and screaming.
Well, tell him what happened when you took him to CVS.
Oh, he's banned from CVS. So he really is. They told me he's never allowed back in again. Or Marshalls. I'm not kidding. So in LA, you can take your dogs anywhere. Like you can take them in the mall, you can take them in the grocery store. They sit under the tables at restaurants. It's just a dog city. You can have a dog anywhere you go. I happen to have the only dog in LA that hates everybody. So I try to fit in and I'm like, oh, this is cool. I can take my dog to all the stores. Well, I took him to CVS one day. We're standing in line at the pharmacy. He's snarling and making a whole freaking spectacle of himself.
Were
And
you
my
with your
dad,
dad? Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
my
okay.
dad was with me. And I'm like, Dad, take him to the car. I'm not dealing with, he's embarrassing. So my dad's like, I'll hold him. So my dad holds him. And what's my dad do? Lets him take a chunk out of some old man's ass. So the old man went screaming to the pharmacy people, dogs never allowed in CVS in Marina Del Rey ever again in his life. And then I took him to Marshall's a couple months later. Hold on a second, guys.
Okay. See,
Hello?
these stories are hilarious.
Yes. I'll be there in a minute. All right, bye. All right, bye. So I take him to Marshall's because we bought him a dog buggy, like a baby buggy but it's made for dogs.
Uh-huh.
And we would purposely take him out in it, try to get him acclimated to people. And I mean, he snarled and he literally broke the netting in it. But then he started to calm down a little bit. And so I'm like, okay, maybe we're safe. So I take him to Marshall's. Bella and I are in Marshall's. He's on the leash. We're looking at stuff. We're looking at the clothes on the racks, not watching him because he was being good. Next thing I know, I hear and a lady going, "You motherfucker!" And I'm like, "What?" The dog had a hold of her skirt, and she's trying to walk away, and he's pulling the other end and ripped the whole, and we got thrown out of there.
Dog's an asshole. He really is an asshole.
He's a prick. He's a
And he's
complete prick.
cute. He's not even very big, you guys, and he's really cute. You would not even guess that he's so naughty. He's so cute.
And he was homeless. He's a rescue, and he's the size of Millie.
Yeah, oh,
And
literally. I've seen them side by side, literally. Yeah.
and he lost a leg because when we rescued him, he was hit by a car, and we tried to save his leg, and they tried to get it to heal, and it wouldn't because they said because he's a little dog that his leg bones are like chicken bones, and they're just not healing. So I had three choices. This thousands and thousands and thousands of dollar operation that probably would not work anyway, and he would be miserable and have to spend 6 months in a cage with rods and whatever they do. You know how they put those rods
Right, yeah.
like that, put him to sleep, or have him amputated. Well, there was no way I was doing the operation. It wasn't even going to be successful because who can afford that?
Right.
And two, there was no way I would put him to sleep. And
No.
so I had to amputate him, which cost me over $1,000. It was like $2,000 by the time everything was said and done with him. So
Wow.
he's a three-legged prick.
He is.
He
He
might be
really is.
Pharaoh 71. He very well could
That's
be.
yeah, that's possible. Molly
When
Lollipop said he's like an unruly child. Take them to the car. That's great.
oh, he's horrible. So we had him amputated and we tried working with him. But when we first saved him, he did not know how to eat out of a dish.
I
We had to
wonder if he
feed
was
him.
feral.
He might have been.
Yeah.
We had to feed him on the ground. He did not know what dog food was. He was eating grass and dandelions and flowers. That was his menu. And we would try to
Poor
give him
guy.
dog food and he would scratch to get outside and go eat the hedges.
Poor
And I'm like,
guy.
what the hell is going? You're not a donkey. And it took us forever to get him to eat normally.
Yes,
Yeah, I'd
Molly
be a little.
Lollipops. I might be a little cranky myself, but he cracks me up, you guys. If you could ever hear it, I just laugh. And
He got
Christine's
his.
like, "Dog, stop it!"
He
And I
got his.
just laugh.
Well, the same day he got his leg chopped off, he got his balls cut off. So he came back missing his
Oh,
balls and a leg. So I think that's why he's
whammy.
angry.
But he loves Millie. They're friends. They
Well, now he
play.
does.
He
Now he
didn't at
does.
first. He was scared of her.
I know, big punk ass. He barks at everybody and eats people, but he was scared of Millie.
Because she would what she would bite his leg and get his leg and his tail and
She
stuff.
would hang on his leg, his one leg,
And
and he
he
couldn't
was
kick her off because he would fall over.
ah, poor guy. But literally, she had Millie go over by dog one day and let me see. And literally, Millie is almost as big as dog.
Okay, we got to get off, Leanne. I got to go get Bella from
Sounds good. All right.
school.
Well, thank you guys for coming by.
We'll be
Maybe,
on later.
yeah, I was going to say we'll jump on after a while. So thank you guys. See you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.